Well, this northern area of High Rock Lake, where I'm at right now, should be between 8 to 10 feet deep. But as you can see, that water only comes up just past my knees. It's about 2 to 3 feet deep in this area. I am so happy to say to you right now that every single student has been reunified with their parents. If they were here, they've been reunified with their parents at this point. 2 different bullets came through 2 separate windows of her car. She was driving home early Monday morning, taking US 52 after staying at a friend's house. Just as we were driving down here from Winston-Salem when we last talked to you in the last half hour, you could feel that wind pushing back and forth on the car, so it's a good thing. If you don't have to be out on the roadways, stay inside this morning. Business owners were expecting around 2 feet of water, but instead they got a lot more than that. Now, for reference, I'm 5'7", and you can see the water line right up there extending to as high as 8 feet. You can see right here behind me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullet holes here in the driver's side window, and his car wasn't the only thing that was damaged. I could hear Sharon Martins sobbing as the judge handed down that sentencing. Molly looked just exhausted as the deputy put handcuffs on her. Thomas looked relatively the same. He's been rather even and rather emotionless through this entire 7 to 8 day journey. There are still a dozen or so cop cars on the scene, and it's a waiting game at this point. The only thing officers can tell us right now is that there is an incident happening here. What we do know is there are 2 SWAT team crews that are on the scene. They've been here since I got here at 8:45.
And it's unfortunate when people buy property and then they become absentee landlords. This is what happens.
Twisted metal, charred bricks, and total destruction happens, blanketing Parker Street in a smoky haze for days.
How did this happen?
Right. Crystal Breeze lives right next door and has witnessed this scene twice.
I was scared the last time when it happened last year because I was like, oh my gosh, they can't get it out.
This was the view from her porch Sunday night.
Our house could catch a fire, with the stuff coming over. I mean, it could have still kept burning.
Crystal is tired of the eyesore.
In most places like this, people have already making them into lofts or doing something with them, I mean, you can do something with that.
And worried about that third building.
Update, get the code and fix it up, put a store there maybe, or a restaurant, something, or do something for the homeless, make it a spot for them. I mean, something, but if not, I think it all should go.
It can't go until the city gets both of the property owners to the negotiating table.
A lot of it has to do with, what you're legally allowed to be able to do as a city and as a county. So we have worked with the county attorney's office, and we are moving forward, with what legal process that we are afforded to be able to do.
One property owner is in touch with the city, but they haven't been able to get in contact with the other. The city penalized the property owners for a number of compliance issues and forced them to repair fencing in different places. But for Crystal and her neighbors, it's not enough.
You're making other people's values of their property go down, so it's affecting us and themselves.
This storm changed everything.
In the midst of so much change,
It changed people.
one place
It changed nature.
stands firm.
This is our history. This is where we was raised.
O.C. Whitson Furniture and General Store.
This store was built in 1927. 3-generation families ran it till my dad bought it in 1960. He ran it 30 years. Me and my sisters had it 34.
If you can't find what you need here,
I've got 8 rooms of furniture. I've got living room, bedroom, dining room, mattresses, coffee and tables, curio cabinets.
you probably don't need it.
I've got hardware, I've got electrical, I've got plumbing, I've got appliances.
But on September 27, 2024, Nick Whitson and his sister had no clue just how much they would need.
So we got over here and got to trying to move stuff to save something. And the more you move, the faster it comes.
Water from the Tow River fast and angry.
Trees, oil tanks, propane tanks. We've seen a house go by. Trees built up behind the bridge and took the whole bridge out up here.
They stood at the top of the stairs in their furniture showroom and watched.
We just stood here and watched it. That's all you could do.
Wood and debris filled the store.
That's how deep it was in here.
Over the next year, they gutted, cleaned, and painted everything, living at the top of the store for a period of time.
My mom, my sister, and my brother-in-law slept right there. I slept right here. My sister and my brother-in-law slept right there on that one.
Slowly, all the pieces of the Whitson storefront set back into place.
This is the post office.
Except the old post office.
Yeah, this is the lobby right here, and it had lock boxes here and on that wall there.
The only one for miles.
When the flood hit, they shut it down. They transferred everything to Burnsville. We've been trying to get it back because it serves from here to the Tennessee state line.
Post office leaders won't give them a straight answer on reopening more than a year later.
You got about 60 to 70% elderly people, and they can't go to Burnsville in the winter to get their mail.
He knows for some that's an hour-long trip.
Well, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Honey, there's a lot there in this storm that make no sense.
Instead of trying to make sense of it all,
Through this storm, I think the Lord told me, if you'll just get out of my way, I'll do this stuff.
he lets the world show him blessings through the people that show up every step of the way.
I don't believe in luck, and I don't believe in chance. I believe everything happens for a reason. And we don't see our tomorrow what the reason is, but the Lord already been there.
Hundreds of volunteers from 48 different states, from college kids to veterans.
Mom and Dad raised 7 kids here.
Yeah.
I've raised my 2 boys here. I hope my son will take over when I'm retired, if I ever do.
All hoping to keep this piece of Green Mountain standing
I still ain't felt nothing.
for decades to come.
I can't explain it. I told people, I said, when this is over and done, I'm going to find me a nice, quiet place in the woods to have a nervous breakdown all by myself.
Madison Forsey, Fox 8 News.
Well, just like we expected, something big is landing in the Piedmont Triad. Jet Zero is coming to the Piedmont Triad International Airport. This is the Fox 8 News at noon. I'm Madison Forsey. First off, we're expecting to hear not just from local leaders on the county and at the city level. We're also expecting the governor and then those leaders from Jet Zero. But here's what we know so far about this company that's bringing more than 14,000 jobs to our area. They are an aviation manufacturer. They say they were supposed to be home on Saturday, but escalating tensions between the United States and Venezuela disrupted air travel in the Caribbean. Fox 8's Ho Jung Roo spoke with that family about all this uncertainty. She joins us now in the studio. Ho Jung, what kind of timeline are they looking at right now to get back home? Let's go ahead and show you some video just into the Fox 8 newsroom. If you look right now down to the left side of your screen, you can see people running.
I'm still trying to figure out the formula that got them into the playoffs.
We're
but
all
they're
Falcons
there.
fans
They're there,
at this point. Not only are the Panthers in the playoffs, but the Cats get a home game too. Kevin Connolly is here on this sort of unexpected, we'll call it Victory Monday, Kevin. Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools making major progress addressing its multi-million-dollar budget deficit. The district has now completely paid off its $3.4 million debt to the state. We want to go back to some breaking news that we've been following all afternoon. At this point, we can confirm there was an officer-involved shooting at a Food Lion along Lawndale Drive. That call came into police at around 10:45, I believe, earlier this morning. We do have on the phone a woman who was shopping there with her daughter, Ramona Miller. If we can bring up Ramona with us. Attorneys representing the teenager accused in Raleigh's heading and mass shooting say internet searches he made about weapons and tactical gear are irrelevant to the 5 murder charges against him. Austin Thompson is accused of shooting and killing 5 people. If you're just joining us this afternoon, some stunning information coming out of Tallahassee, Florida regarding the active shooter situation on FSU's campus. Here's what officials just shared with us in that press conference. Currently, 2 people are dead. They are not students at FSU. Festivus. A Festivus for the rest of us. You know who I don't have a problem with? Who? I never have a problem with. I have no grievances. Charles Eugene, that man right there. Today, a federal judge also ruled the Trump administration must keep funding SNAP during the federal government shutdown with contingency funds. But even if that happens, it could take weeks until those payments actually show up in people's accounts. So what does that mean for us here in the Piedmont Triad? And one of the battles that delivered a very deep blow to the British that would set off a chain reaction to bring the war to an end happened right here in the Piedmont, the Battle of Guilford Courthouse. And I learned why losing the battle sometimes wins the war. We are following a large law enforcement presence at North Forsyth High School. We've been following these details since we first got on the air at noon. Fox 8's Gretchen Stanger is live at North Forsyth High School at the scene there. A large law enforcement presence. Gretchen, tell me what you've seen in the last couple of minutes since we last spoke to you. Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough, Winston-Salem Police Chief William Penn Jr., and new Superintendent Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools Dr. Phipps walking away from the podium there after Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough just confirmed that there has been a loss of life. 1 student died in an altercation this morning at North Forsyth High School in Forsyth County. He said that around 11:04, a school resource officer for that school radioed out that they needed all hands on deck. There was an intense altercation happening at that school between two students. One of those students has died. The sheriff did not offer any additional information about whether that student was a male, female, how old they were, or how the other student or anyone else involved in this altercation is doing at this time. He just said that there was a loss of life of one person. Gretchen, I wonder if you can talk to me a little bit about the demeanor of these community leaders, you know, just with Bobby Kimbrough and Winston-Salem Chief William Penn Jr. These are men that have a strong front face. They are the leaders of law enforcement agencies, but we have also seen them say time and time again that we need to do something about violence among our young people, among families, and how that, and caution really, how that violence can trickle into areas like communities and schools. So I wonder if you can just talk about their demeanor as they gave these updates and some of the emotion this afternoon as well. It is 3 o'clock. We have been telling you about what's going on at North Forsyth High School for about 4 hours now. You just saw a moment ago a live picture of the Coliseum, LJVM Coliseum in Winston-Salem. We can show that once again. That is a long, long line of parents who have been waiting for those 4 hours to see their students.